Some of the things that happen directly after a death of a person is the family has a lot to deal with. Whatever they're going to decide to do with the service, the problems that come with the change in the home, if there's children involved, the issues that come with just a whole upheaval of scheduling, of the pattern of life that really takes place. Some of the things that I deal with in the industry or dealing with as a pastor would be that you try to make a sense out of what takes place to the family, as well as try to bring some normalcy to something that now is going to have great change. Death obviously always brings a sometimes sudden, sometimes it's known that the death will take place. There's a little bit of time to plan. In some cases, not at all. A sudden death, an accident, something that takes place, puts a family in real upheaval. Kids especially. Everything has been thrown out of place. Just the daily schedule, the way things have happened for a number of years in their home, now is all changed because someone's missing. So you have the effect of what takes place immediately, followed by the effect of what are we going to do with remembrance, of honoring, a funeral, a service, all those things that come into play. Sometimes they've been planned. In most cases, they haven't. Decisions have to be made pretty quickly, unfortunately, by the family. How much to spend, if there's even money to spend, if they put aside anything, if they've made plans at all, if they know the wishes of the deceased. Lots of questions get thrown at them. And in most cases, people aren't ready to handle all those decisions that have to be made. The job of a pastor, of a funeral service, a home, a place that they can come to and feel comfortable with, is to try to answer all those questions, or at least help them come up with the solution and the answers to a lot of those questions. Why are we doing this? The money that we spend, do we have to spend it? What is the cost of a funeral? What are the options there? All those questions that you just don't go around. It's not an everyday conversation you have about funeral planning or what should take place at the service or who should be involved. Those aren't questions that you ask on a daily basis. So as a pastor, try to come in and work with a funeral home, work with someone like the Musgrove family to answer the questions and look at the economics and look at what the wishes of the deceased were, and try to bring this package together so that at the end of the time, the people won't have those questions of, man, I wish we would have done this, or we really couldn't afford to do that and we did it. All the things that you don't want to see on the backside of it. You try to answer all the questions as well as you can. You try to walk them through in a way that is both gentle, knowing that this is a rough time emotionally, this is a rough time psychologically, it can be a rough time financially, and again, when children are involved, it can be a really rough time because they really won't get for a little length of time what just took place and why mom or dad or grandma or someone's not in the picture anymore.